Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Hallowed Be Thy Game. This is Ren, and you are watching my second re-clear of E4S. A lot of fun, pretty painful fight to learn, especially in the Party Finder. I am very jealous of any and all statics that learn this fight together because holy mackerel, what what a fight to learn in Pugs. But yeah, I've been level 80 for about 5 weeks now. This is my fifth reset, and at being level 80, in my second week of clearing Titan, I got my first. Well, essentially, the way it worked is I got my first kill of E1S, second week E2S, third week. So this is my sixth reset, yeah, because I have three inundation books right now. But a lot of fun. I am a WoW refugee. I rated Mythic WoW up until about a year ago, and was really heavily into Mythic Plus as a Blood Death Knight. Um, and the switch to Savage rating was a fun one. It was really enjoyable. The fights. It was interesting to see what the community said was going to be the hardest Savage fights to learn, and what I kind of thought was the hardest. It's you always kind of have to just go off of your own experiences, especially with something as subjective as difficulty and rating. But a lot of fun all around. I think the fights, the most enjoyable fight to tank, I think is probably Titan. I think he is a blast to tank. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to learn, a lot of responsibility, which is always really fun because I think that on like E1S, there's not really any opportunity for a tank to per se shine. Whereas in Titan, not that anybody's going to pat you on the back when you do a good job, but at least people notice if you have a good tank in Titan. So, all in all, I don't understand why I'm unable to survive the fast bomb phase here without getting at least one stack, but thank the good Lord I'm a tank, and tank privilege being what it is. Honestly, I think that kind of brings up my one point of my one gripe with Titan's design is fast bombs. It feels like a troll mechanic. Everything else I think is perfect. I think it's fair, but I can see server ping and stuff like that being so dicey with it. It's like if as a developer you have that as an issue, why put it in there? But that said, we can always just say get good scrubs. But yeah, all in all, I think it's been phenomenal. I'm definitely not looking back. I will never give Blizzard another cent of my money if as they are anyways, but definitely not looking back because 14's rating scene is top notch. I loved it. Savage was thoroughly enjoyable, and all in all, I have nothing but the highest of praise except E2S. You can die in a fire. And again, that's not necessarily E2S's fault, but good lord, a lot of bad memories with E2S still. Yeah, my plans going forward. I just kind of did the math today, and about 5 6 weeks, yeah, 5 weeks, I'll finally be BIS, assuming I have almost completely terrible RNG, which has been the case for about 2 weeks now. I'm essentially just all my upgrades are from vendors right now, so, and that's okay. Luckily, I lost the mount roll on this, so I have that to be thankful for, and I also lost the leg roll by 2, I believe, on this, so I have that to be thankful for too. So a lot to be thankful for. But all kidding aside, I am thoroughly, thoroughly happy that I have all the kills under my belt, and whenever my static gets up to E4S, I can definitely be an asset, not a liability. So altogether, I love this particular mechanic here, this wake up check. I think phase two of this fight, at first I didn't really have any feelings on it, but I think it's such a good transitional phase because it's not something you can just kind of alt tab for. It's and there's a lot going on. I like being a warrior for this phase because I just like how I can kind of help the healers not have to worry about me. But yeah, I think that once for phase 2, once you learn like second nature how to handle the blue squares, the yellow, I mean the blue triangles, yellow and orange, the phase essentially just becomes kind of just a really long intermission phase. Like it's not difficult, but it's still fun. I always volunteer to go south for all the kills I've done because I'm not really parse chasing right now. I mean, if you look at my character, I only have one blue parse right now because I'm not really focusing on that, just with my just having cleared it for the first. And as far as parsing goes, I really got to meter chasing, which is a good and bad thing, mostly a bad thing in WoW. I'm probably not even going to delve into it until next tier, where it's like a fair fight, like everybody goes in at the same thing. Because right now, everybody kind of knows all the tips and tricks, so I'm not going to focus on it too much. My goal, I would say, before the next tier comes out, I should have at least a month of being best in slot, at least, maybe even 2 months, before the next raid tier comes out, to where I would like to at least have all epic parses. All my groups, though, I get in for E1S. I die to weird or random things, like people killing me on Delta or stuff like that. So, there's always room for improvement on myself. But yeah, so this phase right here, is further, the tumult phase actually in phase 3 is further just recognition and just validation that I never want to be a healer in in-game raid content, because holy mackerel, just the amount of damage they pump out to the group, it's criminal what they make these healers go through. It's pretty wild. A lot of little mistakes I made here, but all in all, like I said, with my second reclear, this is only my third kill of him. I thought it went pretty well. I mean, I'm not bummed about it. My first kill was ugly as sin. I mean, we had like a bunch of people die. I had died once to something really, really stupid, but we still got the kill. The healers in this group did really well though. But right here we have a really nasty snafu coming up in this phase that I thought was going to end the run. Yeah, this is it right here. There he goes. Shazam. Could have swore this was it, actually. Yeah, here it goes. Boop. I was like, well, this stinks. Runs over. Oh, snap. A healer LB. Wasn't expecting that. Wait, yeah, he did healer LB. I don't know what ended up killing the summoner. Again, after that, it might have just been passive AoE damage. Or he might have just waited too long to accept the res, which is more than likely the case. Yeah, I was just kind of eyeballing damage here. I was like, well, maybe we can get some more experience in phase 3 for this group, kind of dust off the rust for them, because it was pretty ugly. A little wake up check for the tanks. I like it. It's fun. Now that I've seen this phase enough, it's so easy now to just kind of look at the board, see how the pattern's going to be, and know where to go. The second he knocks out one platform and then I see which one he's going to be knocking out next, I just immediately start focusing on where he's going to be, where to run the blue, where to run the orange, where to run the yellow, because you got about 3 or so seconds Okay, here we are, last phase. I can't remember. We were on track. Yeah, 28%. Yeah, I think this kill was kind of close, but again, we had that, like 4 people died. So, pretty awesome recovery. Yeah, I really like this phase. I thought this was so complicated. For some reason, when I was learning, I was like, oh, I just count them out. If you have orange, you stop after the third blue square pop. You wait and you go on. And then in the second phase, I mean, the second time it happens. Okay, here, yeah, I forgot. I took the. I've actually found that as long as I'm topped up and I double up Vengeance with maybe a raw intuition, that I can survive that without doing it. But they really wanted to just go ahead and do the immunity. Now, I looked at the group at this point, and I saw that the healer was almost dead, and I saw how low everybody was, and I knew that tumult was coming up. I was like, okay, it's a wipe. I don't know what kind of voodoo mumbo-jumbo magic these healers pulled off to recover this thing, but it's thoroughly impressive, and kudos to this scholar and astrologian. Um, when I first started, I was definitely under the impression that if a white mage wasn't in the group, then, you know, probably not the best idea. So I have the yellow triangle here, so I'm stopping after second pop. Shazam. Pretty easy stuff now. Um, yeah. Another little wake up check. He's hitting the right side of the platform twice here. I don't think anything else super nasty happens here. It's just pretty much, yeah. I gotta admit, I'm pretty jealous of Paladin's hallowed ground here. For some reason, I was under the impression that, everybody just took damage during their immunity. Nope, not Paladins. Goody two shoes. No, I'm actually going to be going to Paladin probably as my third level tank. I'm working on Dark Knight right now because I'm an edgelord at heart. Alright, here's some monstrous damage. We're going back to the phase 1. Well, the first round of merry-go-round stack mechanics. There's the second pop, third pop, and we all hang out. Boom. Yeah, yeah, 2 people died here. I forgot about that. A little wake up check. Right's bad, then left's bad. So, luckily, I'm surprised they didn't in this phase throw in an evil eye popping across the floor here, because that feels like I don't want to say a missed opportunity, but the final mechanic just before AoE madness goes off. I thought for sure they would pull that out, but yeah, awesome fight. We're coming up on the last couple percent here, and I was just kind of looking at it, just thinking, how in the world did we survive this? Like, I was just baffled. I was like, of course. Worst attempt. I was in groups that were doing like 86k damage, getting him to like 68% during phase 1 transition. Could not get past like phase 2 or 3. And then on that kill, we got it. Spoiler alert, I win nothing, but I'm not gonna lie, I really want this this 4-person car pretty bad. But yeah, well guys, thank you for joining me today. I look forward to more videos in the future. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and take it easy, guys. Bye.